Hello everybody and welcome to our channel. Today we are doing a new test, PCV driving theory test. PCV stands for passenger carrying vehicle, and the requirements for obtaining a PCV license are similar to those for heavy goods vehicles. There are two categories of PCV license. Category D1 for minibuses with between 9 to 16 passenger seats, and Category D for buses and coaches with more than 16 passenger seats. As with heavy goods vehicle licenses, the plus E suffix indicates that you might tow a trailer weighing more than 750 kilograms behind your vehicle. So for today's driving test, you have 115 minutes, 1 hour and 55 minutes to answer 100 multiple choice theory test questions for PCVs. You have to score at least 85 out of 100 to pass the test. In this video, you will get the correct answer to each question and the explanation to the correct answer. Good luck! 1. What does this sign mean? A. The distance to a low bridge. B. The distance to a tunnel. C. The length of a low bridge. Or D. The length of a tunnel. And the correct answer is B. The distance to a tunnel. Explanation. As well as a height restriction, the tunnel might have a restriction on the available width of headroom for high vehicles. The advance warning gives you the opportunity to find another route if your vehicle is too high or wide to drive through the tunnel. 2. Who must you tell when your vehicle collides with a bridge? A. The fire service. B. The local authority. C. The police. Or D. Your local garage. The correct answer is C. The police. Explanation. Hitting a bridge with your vehicle can have serious consequences for road and rail traffic. You must tell the police about the incident immediately. If the bridge is a railway bridge, call the railway authority as well as the police to report the incident. 3. What do bells hanging across the road warn drivers of? A. Overhead electric cables ahead. B. Railway level crossing ahead. C. Trams crossing ahead. Or D. Weight restriction ahead. The correct answer is A. Overhead electric cables ahead. Explanation. If your vehicle touches bells suspended over the road, they'll obviously ring. This will warn you that your vehicle exceeds the safe traveling height beneath electrified overhead cables ahead. You must stop immediately and either find another route or take advice. 4. What does this motorway sign mean? A. 11 tons weight limit. B. Lane ahead closed. C. Leave the motorway at the next exit. Or D. Stop. All lanes ahead closed. The correct answer is B. Lane ahead closed. Explanation. Warning lights show when there is danger ahead. This includes lane closures, incidents, fog, or icy roads. 5. You're driving on a motorway and you see this sign. What does it mean? A. End of crawler lane. B. End of hard shoulder. C. End of restriction. Or D. End of weight limit. The correct answer is C. End of restriction. Explanation. Look out for variable message warning signs telling you about lane closures, speed limits, hazards. When you're clear of the restriction, you see a sign telling you that it has ended. 6. Under EU rules, what's the maximum daily driving time allowed? A. 10 hours, extended to 11 hours on 3 days of the week. B. 10 hours extended to 11 hours on 2 days of the week. C. 9 hours extended to 10 hours on 2 days of the week. Or D. 9 hours extended to 11 hours on 3 days of the week. Correct answer is C. 9 hours extended to 10 hours on 2 days of the week. Explanation. You're allowed to extend your daily driving time twice a week to 10 hours a day. A day is generally any 24-hour period that starts when you begin driving, or at the work again, after the last daily or weekly rest period. 7. What does a tachograph record? A. Driving time. B. Engine temperature. C. Fuel consumption. Or D. Load weight. The correct answer is A. Driving time. Explanation. The tachograph is a tool designed to help you be a safe and responsible driver. The tachograph records details of your journey, including time driven, speed, and rest periods. 8. You are waiting for the emergency services to arrive at the scene of an incident. A pedestrian's leg is bleeding heavily, but there is nothing embedded in the wound. What should you do to help? A. Apply firm pressure to the wound. B. Dab the wound to stop the bleeding. C. Keep both legs flat on the ground. Or D. Wrap an ice pack near the wound. The correct answer is A. Apply firm pressure to the wound. Explanation. If there is nothing embedded in the wound, you can control the blood loss by applying pressure to the wound and raising the leg if possible. 9. At the scene of an incident, an injured person is lying in a busy road. What's the first thing you should do to help? A. Make sure the injured person is kept warm. B. Place them in the recovery position. C. Treat the person for shock. Or D. Warn other traffic. And the correct answer is D. Warn other traffic. Explanation. You should warn other road users that there has been an incident. You can do this by displaying an advanced warning triangle or by switching on hazard warning lights or other lights. However you choose to warn people of the incident, make sure it doesn't put you or others at risk. 10. What should you do if your power-assisted steering fails suddenly? A. Continue driving to the nearest repair center. B. Continue your journey at a lower speed. C. Park and get help. Or D. Return to the depot. And the correct answer is C. Park and get help. Explanation. Faulty power steering will make your steering wheel very difficult or almost impossible to turn. Continuing to drive could cause danger to you and other road users. You should park safely and get help. 11. You discover that one of your rear brake light bulbs has failed. How soon should it be replaced? A. At the next service. B. Immediately. C. On return to your base. Or D. Within 5 days. And the correct answer is B. Immediately. Explanation. Bulbs should be replaced as soon as you are aware that they've failed. Carry a stock of all the various bulbs used on your vehicle, so you can repair a fault without delay. 12. What should you do before leaving your vehicle parked on a public road? A. Adjust the mirrors. B. Put the gear lever into reverse. C. Remove your tachograph chart. Or D. Switch off the engine. The correct answer is D. Switch off the engine. Explanation. It's an offense to leave a vehicle unattended on a public road with the engine running. Take care if you have to open the cab door directly into the road. Look for passing traffic, especially cyclists or motorcyclists that might not be visible in your mirrors. 13. When should you use hazard warning lights? A. To thank a driver for giving way to you. B. To warn other drivers that you are towing. C. When you're approaching queuing traffic on a motorway. Or D. When parked illegally on a busy road. And the correct answer is C. When approaching queuing traffic on a motorway. Explanation. The only time you might use hazard warning lights while driving is when you are on an unrestricted dual carriageway or motorway and you want to warn other drivers of a hazard or obstruction ahead. Only use them for long enough to make sure your warning is seen. 14. What should you do before moving off? A. Extend your right arm out of the window. B. Just use the offside mirror and move away quickly. C. Signal right with indicator and arm together. Or D. Use your mirrors and look behind. And the correct answer is D. Use your mirrors and look behind. Explanation. To make sure it's safe, you must use the mirrors well before you make any maneuver. For example, you need to use them before moving off, turning, overtaking, slowing or stopping, opening a door, or changing direction, lanes, or speed. 15. When would you need to check your near side mirror? A. After passing cars parked on the left. B. As a final check before turning right. C. Before moving into the lane on your right. Or D. When getting out of your cab on the driver's side. The correct answer is A. After passing cars parked on the left. Explanation. As you pass pedestrians or vehicles on your left, you should use your near side mirror and check that you've passed them safely. You need to allow a good safety margin before you move back to the left. 16. What must you do to ensure good all-around vision when driving? A. Adjust your seat properly. B. Have a sun visor fitted. C. Keep your lights clean. Or D. Keep your windows open. The correct answer is A. Adjust your seat properly. Explanation. You must make sure that you adjust the seat so that you are able to reach all the controls and see in all the mirrors before you start to drive any vehicle. You should also be able to lean out of the window and check your offside blind spots. 17. Why might it be difficult to see motorcyclists at junctions? A. They always ride in the gutter. B. They can be hidden in blind spots. C. They ride with their headlights on. Or D. They wear bright clothing. The correct answer is B. They can be hidden in blind spots. Explanation. When driving large vehicles, windscreen, pillars, and large mirrors can easily create blind spots as you look left and right at junctions. Altering your body position slightly while looking into the new road can give you an improved view of the traffic. If in doubt, look again and reassess the situation. Don't take chances. 18. What would be affected by a vehicle with faulty suspension? A. Engine performance. B. Overhead gantries. C. Road surfaces. Or D. Tire pressures. The correct answer is C. Road surfaces. Explanation. If your suspension is damaged, all the weight of the vehicle compresses the road and anything located below it. The vibrations travel through the ground and can also damage surrounding buildings. 19. What should you do to prevent fuel spillage? A. Close and secure the fuel cap. B. Place the drip tray correctly. C. Stop refueling when the tank is half full. Or D. Use a filtered fuel system. The correct answer is A. Close and secure the fuel cap. Explanation. Fuel spilled on the road is a serious danger to other road users, especially motorcyclists. To prevent this from happening, make sure the fuel cap is secure after refueling. 20. At a junction, you see this sign partly covered by snow. What does it mean? A. Crossroads. B. Give way. C. Stop. Or D. Turn right. The correct answer is C. Stop. Explanation. The stop sign is the only sign in the shape of a hexagon. This helps you to recognize it even when the wording can be seen. 21. At the scene of an incident, a person has become hysterical. How should you calm them down? A. By engaging them in banter. B. By giving them a hot drink. C. By leaving them to quietly recover. Or D. By talking to them quietly and firmly. The correct answer is D. By talking to them quietly and firmly. Explanation. Someone who has been involved in or witnessed a crash will be in no mood for humor. The best way to calm them is by remaining calm yourself and talking quietly and firmly to them. 22. What does it mean when there are double red lines running along the edge of a road? A. Bus route. B. Limited loading. C. No stopping. Or D. Short-term parking. The correct answer is C. No stopping. Explanation. Double red lines indicate that you are on a red road and in a no stopping area. Red routes also have single red lines with signs showing the times that restrictions are enforced. There are also parking and loading boxes which have signs explaining the restrictions that apply. 23. Before starting a journey, you want to check your brake system warning lights. What can you do when these aren't operated by the ignition switch? A. Check them at the end of your journey. B. Get someone behind to check your brake lights. C. Look for a check switch on the dashboard. Or D. Pump the brake pedal a number of times. The correct answer is C. Look for a check switch on the dashboard. Explanation. A warning lights check is sometimes performed automatically when the ignition is switched on. However, you might need to do this manually by operating a separate check switch. Never start a journey without carrying out this check. If there is a problem, have it repaired before you set off. 24. What should you do when you see this sign ahead? A. Accelerate because you have priority. B. Maintain your speed, it's just an information sign. C. Slow down, the road may be narrow ahead. Or D. Stop and give way to oncoming traffic. The correct answer is C. Slow down, the road might be narrow ahead. Explanation. When the road narrows, there will be less room than normal and others may not obey the rules. So slow down and approach with caution. Even when you have priority, you should still be ready to stop. 25. What does this sign mean? A. Emergency diversion route for motorway traffic. B. Holiday route. C. Vehicle broken down ahead. Or D. Vehicle carrying dangerous goods in packages. The correct answer is A. Emergency diversion route for motorway traffic. Explanation: major roadworks often cause complicated diversions for large vehicles. Drivers might be advised to follow a special symbol until the original road can be rejoined. Look for the yellow and black symbols in these shapes: square, triangle, diamond, circle. They'll often be shown with additional information and will help guide you around the diversion. 26. Where can you park large vehicles at night without needing to use parking lights? A. At least 10 meters, 32 feet, away from any junction. B. In an off-road parking area. C. In most laybys. D. On a road with a 20 miles per hour speed limit. And the correct answer is B. In an off-road parking area. Explanation: off-road lorry and coach parks are often well lit and patrolled by police or security firms. Never leave your vehicle unlit on a public road or in a lay-by after dark. 27. What's most likely to cause danger to a group of horse riders? A. Leaving plenty of room. B. Powerful brake lights. C. Reacting too early. Or D. The noise of your vehicle. And the answer is D. The noise of your vehicle. Explanation: the hiss of air-assisted mechanisms as well as engine noise can easily startle horses. Keep the noise to a minimum by gentle use of the brakes and, if necessary, stopping and turning your engine off. 28. How can vehicle breakdowns be reduced? A. By avoiding bad weather. B. By driving slowly. C. By regular cleaning. Or D. By regular servicing. And the correct answer is D. By regular servicing. Explanation: following the vehicle manufacturer's guidelines for service intervals will enable worn components to be replaced before they fail. This will help prevent costly breakdowns. 29. Why is it important to adjust your head restraint properly? A. To help you relax while you are driving. B. To maintain a good driving position. C. To make you more comfortable. Or D. To protect your neck in a collision. The correct answer is D. To protect your neck in a collision. Explanation: your head restraint should be adjusted so that, in the event of a collision, it protects your neck from whiplash injury. 30. Where would you expect to find buffer lanes? A. In built-up areas. B. In roadworks. C. On country roads. Or D. On high-level bridges. And the correct answer is D. On high-level bridges. Explanation: buffer lanes are often found in places that are frequently subjected to high winds. Examples include high-level bridges, high-level roads, exposed viaducts, and exposed stretches of motorway. Listen to the weather forecast, which should tell you of any need to replan your route. 31. Why are brushes fitted to this vehicle's wheel arch? A. To clear mud from the tires on building sites. B. To reduce spray on wet roads. C. To remove objects from the tire tread. Or D. To stop snow building up behind the wheel. The correct answer is B. To reduce spray on wet roads. Explanation: the brushes are part of a spray suppression system. They reduce the amount of water thrown up at the sides and rear of the vehicle. Check them regularly for security. If they become worn, make sure they're replaced. 32. When should you check your vehicle's spray suppression equipment? A. Before setting out on every journey. B. Once per year before the MOT test. C. Only as part of a pre-winter check. Or D. Only when you'll be using a motorway. The correct answer is A. Before setting out on every journey. Explanation. You should always check all your spray suppression equipment before a journey. Don't ignore it just because it's dry when you set out. The weather can change on the way. 33. You are driving in heavy rain. Why do you need to increase your distance from the vehicle in front? A. To allow for an increased stopping distance. B. To let other motorists move into the gap. C. To prevent rain from entering the vehicle's braking system. Or D. To reduce the risk of water spraying into the filters. And the correct answer is A. To allow for an increased stopping distance. Explanation. Extra care is needed when driving in heavy rain. Reduce your speed and switch on dipped headlights. Tires will have less grip on a wet road, and it will take up to twice the distance to stop when compared with good dry conditions. 34. What could prevent air pressure from building up in an air brake system in frosty weather? A. Moisture drawn in with the air may freeze and cause a blockage. B. Moisture in the air may form bubbles in the brake fluid. C. The air will contract, reducing the pressure. D. The dampness may cause valves to rust. The correct answer is A. Moisture drawn in with the air may freeze and cause a blockage. Explanation. When air is compressed, moisture condenses and collects in the air tanks. This can find its way along the network of pipes connected to the brakes. In frosty weather, the moisture can freeze in the pipes, blocking them completely. On modern vehicles, the air is dried before it's compressed, and the air tanks drain automatically to shed any moisture. On older vehicles, the air tanks need draining manually. 35. You've just started the engine. What must you do if the brake air pressure warning light is showing? A. Engage the clutch. B. Keep the parking brake on. C. Report it as a fault. Or D. Switch your engine off. And the correct answer is B. Keep the parking brake on. Explanation. Even though the warning light is showing, there might be sufficient pressure to release the parking brake. However, you mustn't do this, because there might not be enough air pressure to operate the service brake. 36. Your vehicle has anti-lock brakes. How does this affect you when you are braking normally? A. There is no need to alter the way you brake. B. There is no need to brake so early. C. You'll be able to brake much later. Or D. You'll need to brake more firmly. The correct answer is A. There is no need to alter the way you brake. Explanation. Plan well ahead to enable you to brake normally. Don't rely on anti-lock brakes to compensate for deficiencies in your driving. 37. What should you do if you are signaled to stop by a police officer in a patrol car? A. Brake harshly to a stop. B. Drive on until you reach a side road. C. Stop immediately wherever you are. Or D. Stop on the left as soon as it's safe. The correct answer is D. Stop on the left as soon as it's safe. Explanation. If a police officer signals for you to stop, stop as soon as possible in a safe place on the left. 38. A mobile telephone is fitted to your vehicle. When should it be used? A. When in light traffic. B. When on a motorway. C. When traveling slowly. Or D. When you are stopped in a safe place. And the correct answer is D. When you are stopped in a safe place. Explanation. It's illegal to use a handheld phone while driving. When you've stopped in a safe place, you can concentrate on your call or message. Using a phone while driving means you won't have full control of your vehicle. This could result in a collision with serious or even fatal consequences. 39. What should you do when you are being followed by an ambulance showing a flashing blue light? A. Accelerate quickly to get away from it. B. Brake harshly and immediately to a stop in the road. C. Ignore it if possible unless you are forced to let it pass. Or D. Stop to let it pass as soon as it's safe to do so. And the correct answer is D. Stop to let it pass as soon as it's safe to do so. Explanation. When an ambulance is displaying a flashing blue light, try to stop in a safe place to allow it to pass. Make sure you don't endanger any other road users or commit an offense, for example, by driving past a red traffic light. 40. What type of emergency vehicle has a green flashing beacon? A. Ambulance. B. Doctor's car. C. Fire engine. Or D. Road greeter. The correct answer is B. Doctor's car. Explanation. A green flashing light on a vehicle means the driver or passenger is a doctor on an emergency call. Give way to them if it's safe to do so. Be aware that the vehicle might be traveling quickly or might stop suddenly. 41. It's been 8 hours since you last had an alcoholic drink. What effect could the alcohol have on your driving? A. You can't be breathalyzed. B. You might still be over the legal drive limit. C. You'll have no alcohol in your system. Or D. Your driving won't be impaired. And the correct answer is B. You might still be over the legal drink drive limit. Explanation. Alcohol can take a long time to leave the body. You might feel alright to drive, but its effect will last for many hours. 42. You are driving downhill. How will this affect your vehicle? A. It will be easier to change direction. B. It will increase fuel consumption. C. It would need more engine power. Or D. It will take longer to stop. And the correct answer is D. It will take longer to stop. Explanation. When driving downhill, gravity will cause the vehicle to increase speed. More braking effort will be required, and stopping distances will increase. 43. You've driven a long distance and feel tired. Your tachograph shows that you haven't exceeded your driving hours. What should you do in these circumstances? A. Carry on driving to use up your hours. B. Increase your speed and reduce your journey time. C. Park in a suitable place and rest. Or D. Reduce your speed and drive more slowly. And the correct answer is C. Park in a suitable place and rest. Explanation. The smallest lapse in concentration can result in loss of control. Even when your tachograph would allow you to drive for longer, stop somewhere safe and rest if you feel your driving might be affected by your tiredness. 44. Where are these lights found? A. Near a fire station. B. Near a school. C. On approach to a level crossing. Or D. On approach to a motorway. And the correct answer is B. Near a school. Explanation. Flashing amber lights are found near schools. They warn you that children are likely to be crossing the road on their way to and from school. Drive slowly until you are clear of the area. 45. Why should you take care before moving into the center lane of a 3-lane motorway? A. The bridge height clearance will be less in the center lane. B. The center lane is narrower than the left-hand lane. C. The reflective studs might be missing in the center lane. Or D. Traffic in the center lane might be traveling much faster than you. And the correct answer is D. Traffic in the center lane might be traveling much faster than you. Explanation. Always indicate your intentions in good time. This will allow others time to alter their speed and course if necessary. Always check your blind spots before changing lanes. 46. What's a crawler lane for? A. To enable emergency vehicles to get quickly to the scene of an incident. B. To enable large vehicles to park out of the way. C. To enable other traffic to overtake on the near side. Or D. To enable slow-moving traffic to move further over to the left on uphill gradients. And the correct answer is D. To enable slow-moving traffic to move further over to the left on uphill gradients. Explanation. On a motorway where there's a long uphill gradient, there might be a crawler lane. This helps the traffic to flow by making an extra lane available on the left for slower, heavy vehicles. 47. When shouldn't you overtake? A. When the speed limit has been reduced. B. When you would have to break the speed limit. C. When you are approaching motorway slip roads. Or D. When your view of the road ahead is clear. And the correct answer is B. When you would have to break the speed limit. Explanation. Never commit yourself to overtaking unless you are absolutely certain that you have the time and space to complete the maneuver safely. Don't take any risks that will endanger other road users. 48. You are turning left from a main road into a side road. What should you do if people are already crossing the road into which you are turning? A. Continue as you have right of way. B. Signal to them to continue crossing. C. Sound your horn to warn them of your presence. Or D. Wait and allow them to cross. And the correct answer is D. Wait and allow them to cross. Explanation. Approaching a junction at the correct speed will allow you enough time to observe and react. Pedestrians crossing here have priority and you must give way to them. 49. Where would you see this sign? A. At playground areas. B. At the side of the road. C. In the window of a car taking children to school. Or D. On the rear of a school bus or coach. The correct answer is D. On the rear of a school bus or coach. Explanation. Vehicles that are used to carry children to and from school will be traveling at busy times of the day. Be prepared for a vehicle with this sign to make frequent stops. It might pick up or set down passengers in places other than normal bus stops. 50. What should you do when passing sheep on a road? A. Briefly sound your horn. B. Drive very slowly. C. Keep close to avoid oncoming traffic. Or D. Pass quickly but quietly. And the correct answer is B. Drive very slowly. Explanation. Slow down and be ready to stop if you see animals in the road ahead. Animals are easily frightened by noise and by vehicles passing too close to them. Stop if signaled to do so by the person in charge of the animals. 51. What action should you take if there are flashing amber lights under a school warning sign? A. Increase your speed to clear the area quickly. B. Keep up your speed and sound the horn. C. Reduce speed until you're clear of the area. D. Wait at the lights until they change to green. And the correct answer is C. Reduce speed until you're clear of the area. Explanation. The flashing amber lights are switched on to warn you that children might be crossing near a school. Drive slowly and be prepared for children running into the road. 52. What should you do when you're approaching this zebra crossing? A. Drive on unless the pedestrians step out. B. Prepare to slow down and stop. C. Speed up and pass by quickly. Or D. Stop and wave pedestrians across. And the correct answer is B. Prepare to slow down and stop. Explanation. Be courteous and prepare to stop. Don't wave people across, as this could be dangerous if another vehicle is approaching the crossing. 53. You are following two cyclists as they approach a roundabout in the left-hand lane. In which direction should you expect them to go? A. Any direction. B. Left. C. Right. Or D. Straight ahead. And the correct answer is A. In any direction. Explanation. If you're following cyclists onto a roundabout, be aware that they might not take the exit you expect. Cyclists approaching in the left-hand lane could be turning right, but might not have been able to get into the right-hand lane. Give them plenty of room. 54. What should you do when you are following a car driven by an elderly driver? A. Be aware that the driver's reactions might not be as fast as yours. B. Expect the driver to drive badly. C. Flash your lights and overtake. Or D. Stay very close behind but be careful. And the correct answer is A. Be aware that the driver's reactions might not be as fast as yours. Explanation. You must show consideration to other road users. Elderly drivers might have slower reactions and they might need more time to deal with the situation. Be tolerant and don't lose patience or show your annoyance. 55. You are driving through a congested tunnel. What should you do if you have to stop? A. Ignore any message signs as they are never up to date. B. Keep a safe distance from the vehicle in front. C. Put your headlights on full beam. Or D. Stop very close to the vehicle in front to save space. And the correct answer is B. Keep a safe distance from the vehicle in front. Explanation. It's important to keep a safe distance from the vehicle in front at all times. This still applies in congested tunnels, even if you are moving very slowly or have stopped. If the vehicle in front breaks down, you might need room to maneuver past it. 56. You are overtaking a lorry. What should you do if you see the driver flash their headlights? A. Flash your hazard warning lights and move back to the left. B. Move back to the left when you judge it's safe to do so. C. Stop, there must be something wrong with your vehicle. Or D. Take their signal to mean it's safe to move back to the left. And the correct answer is B. Move back to the left when you judge it safe to do so. Explanation: never presume what someone means when they flash their headlights, as they might be signaling to someone else. Use your own judgment and wait until it's safe to complete your maneuver. 57. A bus has stopped at a bus stop ahead of you. What should you do if its right-hand indicator is flashing? A. Flash your headlights and slow down. B. Slow down and give way if it's safe to do so. C. Slow down and then sound your horn. Or D. Sound your horn and keep going. And the correct answer is B. Slow down and give way if it's safe to do so. Explanation: give way to buses whenever you can to do so safely, especially when they signal to pull away from bus stops. Look out for people who have left the bus and wish to cross the road. Also look for people rushing to catch a bus. They might be more concerned about catching the bus than watching for traffic. 58. You stopped for an elderly pedestrian who's slowly crossing the road. What should you do if traffic behind you is being held up? A. Edge forward slowly and make them hurry. B. Get out of your vehicle and wave them across. C. Stay where you are and allow them to cross in their own time. Or D. Steer slowly around them to ease the build-up of traffic. And the correct answer is C. Stay where you are and allow them to cross in their own time. Explanation: elderly pedestrians can be hesitant and might move slowly when crossing the road. Also, their awareness of traffic might be limited because of hearing or visual impairment. Be patient and show courtesy and understanding. 59. What is a red route? A. An area where drivers have to pay a toll. B. An area where nighttime and weekend wait limits apply. C. An area where part-time traffic lights operate. Or D. An area where special waiting restrictions apply. And the correct answer is D. An area where special waiting restrictions apply. Explanation: red routes operate in many busy cities and are designed to ensure the route has no obstructions to cause delays during peak periods. Road signs and red road markings identify roads where red route waiting and loading restrictions apply. 60. What does blind spot mean? A. An area of road covered by your left-hand mirror. B. An area of road covered by your right-hand mirror. C. An area of road that can't be seen even with mirrors. Or D. An area of road that isn't lit by your headlights. And the correct answer is C. An area of road that can't be seen even with mirrors. Explanation: blind spots can occur when bodywork, such as a door or window pillar, restricts your view. Different types of vehicles have different blind spots. 61. Why is it dangerous to follow a large goods vehicle too closely? A. Your brakes will overheat. B. Your cab will fill with fumes. C. Your engine will overheat. Or D. Your field of vision will be seriously reduced. And the correct answer is D. Your field of vision will be seriously reduced. Explanation: staying back will increase your view of the road ahead. This will help you to see any hazards that might occur and will allow you more time to react. It will also allow the driver in front to see you in their mirrors. 62. While driving, your engine oil warning light comes on. Why could it be dangerous to continue driving? A. The brakes will fail. B. The engine might be damaged. C. You'll need to have the vehicle serviced. Or D. You'll need to replace the carburetor. And the correct answer is B. The engine might be damaged. Explanation: lack of oil could cause the engine to seize, and this could cause sudden and unexpected loss of control. You could break down in a dangerous position and put yourself and other road users at risk. 63. You're waiting to turn left at a junction. In your mirror you can see a cyclist moving up between the curb and the near side of your vehicle. How should you deal with the cyclist? A. Allow them to move in front of you. B. Move off and make them wait for you. C. Steer to the left to make them dismount. Or D. Tell them to move out of your way. And the correct answer is A. Allow them to move in front of you. Explanation: always be aware of your limited vision around your vehicle, due to its size and shape. Never move off without checking along the near side of your vehicle. You should be aware of the possibility of cyclists and motorcyclists getting trapped between your vehicle and the curb. 64. You're approaching a roundabout. You see cyclists signal right. Why do they keep to the left? A. It's a quicker route for a cyclist. B. It's a safer route for a cyclist. C. The highway code doesn't apply to cyclists. Or D. They're going to turn left. And the correct answer is B. It's a safer route for a cyclist. Explanation: the cyclist might not be able to get into a right-hand lane due to heavy traffic. Give them room, as they might not be taking the exit you expect. 65. You are entering a roundabout. What should you do if a cyclist in front of you is signaling to turn right? A. Allow plenty of room. B. Overtake on the left. C. Overtake on the right. Or D. Sound the horn. And the correct answer is A. Allow plenty of room. Explanation: allow the cyclists plenty of room. Give them space and be prepared for them to change direction. To stay safe, they might travel around the roundabout in the left-hand lane. 66. You're driving in a built-up area between 11:30 p.m. and 7 a.m. For what reason can you sound the vehicle's horn? A. To get another driver to move out of your way. B. To greet a friend. C. To let another road user know you're giving way. Or D. To warn another road user who poses a danger. And the correct answer is D. To warn another road user who poses a danger. Explanation: the horn shouldn't be used between 11:30 p.m. and 7 a.m. in a built-up area. The only exception is when another road user is unaware of you and poses a danger. 67. What is a statutory off-road notification or a SON? A. A notification to tell DVLA that the vehicle isn't being used on the road. B. A notification to tell DVSA that the vehicle doesn't have a current MOT. C. Information held by insurance companies to check the vehicle is insured. D. Information kept by the police about the owner of the vehicle. And the correct answer is A. A notification to tell DVLA that the vehicle isn't being used on the road. Explanation: if you want to keep a vehicle untaxed and off the public road, you must make a SON. It's an offense not to do so. When you've made the SON, you won't have to pay vehicle tax, but you also won't be able to use the vehicle on the road. The SON remains valid until your vehicle is taxed, sold, scrapped, or exported. 68. Before starting a journey, it's wise to plan ahead. What would you do to help plan your route? A. Check your vehicle registration document. B. Contact your local garage. C. Look at the map. Or D. Look in your vehicle service record. And the correct answer is C. Look at a map. Explanation. Planning your journey before you set out can make the drive much easier and reduce traffic congestion. Look at a map to help you do this. You might need maps of different scales depending on where and how far you're going. Printing or writing down the route can also help. Don't look at the map while you're driving. Stop somewhere safe before checking your route again. 69. What's likely to happen if you avoid traveling during peak times? A. You'll travel much shorter distance. B. You're less likely to be delayed. C. You're more likely to be held up. Or D. Your journey time is likely to be longer. The correct answer is B. You're less likely to be delayed. Explanation. If possible, avoid the early morning, late afternoon, and early evening peak times. Doing this should allow you to miss the worst daily traffic jams and to travel in a more relaxed frame of mind, arriving at your destination feeling less stressed. 70. What will happen if you drive smoothly? A. You'll increase fuel consumption by about 15%. B. You'll increase journey times by about 15%. C. You'll reduce fuel consumption by about 15%. Or D. You'll reduce journey times by about 15%. And the correct answer is C. You'll reduce fuel consumption by about 15%. Explanation. By driving smoothly, you'll reduce fuel consumption by about 15%, and you'll reduce the amount of wear and tear on your vehicle. You'll also feel more relaxed and have a more pleasant journey. 71. The Driver Certificate of Professional Competence, Driver CPC, requires you to take training every 5 years. How many hours of training must you take? A. 30 hours. B. 35 hours. C. 40 hours. Or D. 45 hours. And the correct answer is B. 35 hours. Explanation. To keep your driver CPC, you need to take 35 hours of training every 5 years. This can be split into sessions of at least 7 hours each, so you can take one training day a year over the 5 years if that suits you. The penalties for non-compliance are the same as those for driving without a license. 72. You'll need to take 35 hours of training to maintain your Driver Certificate of Professional Competence, Driver CPC. Over what period must this be carried out? A. 5 years. B. 1 year. C. 10 years. Or D. 3 years. And the correct answer is A. 5 years. Explanation. You must take 35 hours of training every 5 years to maintain your driver CPC. This can be done at any time during the 5 years, all at once or split into sessions of at least 7 hours each. The penalties for non-compliance are the same as those for driving without a license. 73. Every 5 years, you must complete further training to keep your Driver Certificate of Professional Competence, Driver CPC. How many hours of training must you complete over those 5 years? A. 25 hours. B. 30 hours. C. 35 hours. Or D. 40 hours. The correct answer is C. 35 hours. Explanation. Drivers are required to take 35 hours of training every 5 years to maintain their driver CPC. This can be split into shorter sessions of at least 7 hours each. This can be spread over the 5 years, so effectively 1 day's training is taken each year. The penalties for non-compliance are the same as those for driving without a license. 74. Under EU Driver's Hours regulations, A 45-minute break must be taken after 4.5 hours of driving. What shorter breaks can this be split into? A. 1 of 10 minutes plus 1 of 35 minutes. B. 1 of 15 minutes plus 1 of 30. C. 1 of 20 minutes plus 1 of 25. Or D. 1 of 40 minutes plus 1 of 5. And the correct answer is B. 1 of 15 minutes plus 1 of 30. Explanation. Under EU regulations, you must take a break of at least 45 minutes after 4.5 hours of driving. You might choose to take this break during the driving period. In this case, it can be split into two breaks of at least 15 and 30 minutes, taken in that order. 75. You're about to drive a vehicle fitted with air-assisted hydraulic brakes. Why might the brake pedal feel hard when you press it? A. The brake fluid reservoir is empty. B. The brakes are locked on fully. C. The pedal movement needs adjusting. Or D. The vacuum pump isn't working. And the correct answer is D. The vacuum pump isn't working. Explanation. If the brake pedal is hard to press, this could mean a loss of vacuum or a fault in the vacuum pump. You shouldn't drive the vehicle until the fault has been repaired. 76. Which colored band on the rev counter makes the best use of engine braking? A. Amber. B. Blue. C. Green. Or D. Red. And the correct answer is B. Blue. Explanation. There are usually 4 colored bands on the rev counter: green, amber, blue and red. The blue band will allow you to make the best use of engine braking. Try to keep in this band when going down a steep hill. 77. You are applying for an LGV or PCV license for the first time. What will your medical examination include? A. A hygiene test. B. A literacy test. C. A numeracy test. Or D. An eyesight test. And the correct answer is D. An eyesight test. Explanation. If you apply for a PCV or LGV license, you must demonstrate that your eyesight is good enough to drive safely. DVLA or DVA in Northern Ireland can give you specific information about this. It's your responsibility to tell DVLA or DVA if your eyesight changes or you can't meet the requirements. 78. Poor eating habits can increase your risk of long-term health problems. What may result from a poor diet? A. Deafness. B. Epilepsy. C. Heart disease. Or D. Lung disease. And the correct answer is C. Heart disease. Explanation. A poor diet can increase your risk of ill health. It might cause obesity, diabetes or heart disease, which can increase your risk of sudden incapacity at the wheel. There is a greater risk of developing a serious illness and ultimately an early death. Smoking and the lack of exercise will increase the risks. 79. You arrive at the scene of an incident. How should you deal with someone who is hysterical? A. Let them wander off to calm down. B. Restrain them physically. C. Shout loudly to get their attention. Or D. Talk to them quietly and firmly. And the correct answer is D. Talk to them quietly and firmly. Explanation. A person who's hysterical might do things that you wouldn't expect. Try to keep the distressed person calm and safe until the emergency services arrive. 80. Which digital tachograph card is only available to enforcement authorities? A. A CPC card. B. A company card. C. control card, or D, workshop card? And the correct answer is C, control card. Explanation. Various types of smart card are used in digital tachograph systems. Driver card, used by drivers. Company card, used by operators. Workshop card, available only to approved calibration centers. Control card, available only to Driver and Vehicle Standards Agency, DVSA, officials and the police for carrying out enforcement. 81. You are at the scene of a traffic incident. What are the symptoms of someone suffering from shock? A. Flushed complexion and deep breathing. B. Muscle spasm and an itchy rash. C. Rapid pulse and sweating. Or D. Slow pulse and dry skin. And the correct answer is C. Rapid pulse and sweating. Explanation. Prompt treatment can help to deal with shock. Warning signs to look for include rapid pulse, sweating, pale gray skin, and rapid shallow breathing. While waiting for help to arrive, keep the casualty warm and comfortable and speak reassuringly to them. 82. When must an analog tachograph be recalibrated? A. Every 8 years. B. Every 4 years. C. Every 6 years. Or D. Every 2 years. And the correct answer is C. Every 6 years. Explanation. When an analog tachograph is installed and calibrated, an installation plaque is fixed near the tachograph. This shows the date of the most recent tachograph calibration. Under EU rules, this must take place every 6 years. 83. You are at the scene of a collision. People are injured. What should be done when the risk of further collisions has been dealt with? A. Clear a parking area for the emergency services. B. Get the casualties to drink something sweet. C. Make sure the emergency services have been called. D. Pull people who are hurt out of their vehicles. And the correct answer is C. Make sure the emergency services have been called. Explanation. Make sure you or someone else has called the emergency services. Check the casualties and if you feel able to give first aid, do so. Alternatively, ask any bystanders if they can help. 84. After driving continuously for the maximum period under EU rules, a bus driver must take a break. What's the minimum duration of this break? A. 15 minutes. B. 30 minutes. C. 45 minutes. Or D. 60 minutes. The correct answer is C. 45 minutes. Explanation. After driving for a period of no more than 4 hours and a half, you must take a break of at least 45 minutes, which mustn't be interrupted. If you are carrying passengers, they'll probably also be grateful for a break. Taking breaks at the correct time will keep you and your passengers safe and comfortable. 85. When would passengers be most likely to notice weight transfer? A. When the vehicle is cornering. B. When the vehicle is overtaking. C. When the vehicle is parking. D. When the vehicle is reversing. And the correct answer is A. When the vehicle is cornering. Explanation. A smooth ride at all times isn't always easy to achieve. However, scanning ahead for hazards will help you avoid late braking and cornering too fast. 86. You're driving a bus displaying this sign. When can you use its hazard warning lights? A. when approaching a school crossing patrol. B. When children are getting on or off the vehicle. C. When stopped at a pedestrian crossing. Or D. When there is a sign warning of a school ahead. The correct answer is B. When children are getting on or off the vehicle. Explanation. You might be driving in the rush hours when traffic is heavy, so when you stop you're permitted to show your hazard warning lights. This will tell other road users that children are getting on and off the bus. Look out for passing traffic and make sure that all your passengers get on and off safely. 87. Some coaches have a mirror on their near side, angled down to show the front near side wheel. When should this extra mirror be used? A. Before you change lanes on a motorway. B. Before you pass parked cars. C. When you are pulling in after overtaking. Or D. When you are pulling in to park at the curb. The correct answer is D. When you are pulling in to park at the curb. Explanation. This mirror offers the most benefit when you are maneuvering in confined spaces. It shows you where your near side front wheel is in relation to the curb or a bay marking line. 88. Why should you check your tires more frequently on a coach with 3 axles? A. Air pressure is more easily lost. B. Punctures can be more difficult to detect. C. The wheels will need balancing more often. Or D. You have no room for a spare wheel. The correct answer is B. Punctures can be more difficult to detect. Explanation. Tire checks should be made as a matter of routine. Inspect both the inside and outside walls, as well as the treads, for signs of wear, damage, bulges, separation, and exposed cords. 89. What category of license is required to drive an articulated bus? A. Category D. B. Category D plus E. C. Category D1. Or D. Category D1 plus E. The correct answer is A. Category D. Explanation. A full Category D license entitles you to drive all buses and coaches, including the articulated type. A full Category D license on its own doesn't cover you to drive buses or coaches drawing detachable trailers of more than 750 kilograms. For this, you'll need a D plus E license. 90. Some buses have different sized wheels on the front and rear. What do you need to be aware of when driving at high speeds on long journeys? A. The tires on the larger wheels are more likely to lose pressure. B. The tires on the larger wheels are more likely to overheat. C. The tires on the smaller wheels are more likely to lose pressure. Or D. The tires on the smaller wheels are more likely to overheat. The correct answer is D. The tires on the smaller wheels are more likely to overheat. Explanation. Because small wheels need to rotate faster, their tires are more likely to overheat on long journeys at speed. Make sure you check them when you take rest stops. 91. It's raining heavily. What effect could this have when you overtake a cyclist? A. Buffeting will be reduced. B. Exhaust fumes are more toxic when it's raining. C. Noise from your engine will be louder. D. Spray could affect their control. The correct answer is D. Spray could affect their control. Explanation. When passing other road users, especially motorcyclists and cyclists, in wet weather, the spray from your vehicle could affect their control. Leave plenty of room as you pass, and look in your left-hand mirror to check that they are still in control. 92. Your bus has a speed limiter fitted. What other related item must it have? A. A manual override switch for emergencies. B. A plate in the cab showing the limited speed. C. A warning sign on the back of the bus. Or D. An audible warning device for the driver. The correct answer is B. A plate in the cab showing the limited speed. Explanation. A bus equipped with a speed limiter must also be fitted with a plate showing the speed setting. This must be fitted in an obvious position where it can be clearly seen. 93. What's an advantage of progressive braking? A. Avoidance of brake fade. B. Improved passenger safety and comfort. C. Increased air brake pressure. D. Longer rest periods. The correct answer is B. Improved passenger safety and comfort. Explanation. The way you drive matters. The safety and comfort of your passengers is your priority. If you have the correct attitude when you are driving, your passengers will be assured of a comfortable and pleasant journey. Good forward planning and anticipation will help you avoid having to turn or brake suddenly. 94. You are driving a bus at night on a road without street lighting. Why could it be dangerous to overtake? A. It's harder to concentrate. B. It's harder to keep control in the dark. C. There might be unseen dips or bends in the road. D. You might dazzle other drivers. The correct answer is C. There might be unseen dips or bends in the road. Explanation. On unlit roads, it's more difficult to see bends, junctions, or dips ahead. This could prevent you from seeing oncoming traffic, pedestrians, or cyclists. Unless the road is well lit or you are on a dual carriageway, ask yourself whether overtaking is absolutely necessary. 95. The bus you are driving is fitted with automatic transmission. When would you use kick down? A. When changing to a higher gear. B. When driving a slow speed. C. When needing brisk acceleration. D. When stopping in an emergency. The correct answer is C. When needing brisk acceleration. Explanation. The kick-down facility on an automatic transmission allows a lower gear to be engaged to allow faster acceleration, for example when overtaking. This is achieved by firmly pressing the accelerator to the floor. 96. Your bus is fitted with lifts or ramps for less mobile passengers. Who should operate this equipment? A. Accompanying nurses. B. Bus company employees. C. Fully trained people. Or D. Wheelchair attendants. Correct answer is C. Fully trained people. Explanation. Make sure that you are fully trained in the safe use of lifts, ramps, and securing devices. If you drive a vehicle fitted with this equipment, never let untrained people operate it. 97. What does a kneeling bus improve? A. Access for the disabled. B. Access for the driver. C. Passenger comfort at higher speeds. D. Stability when cornering. The correct answer is A. Access for the disabled. Explanation. Kneeling buses are equipped with air or hydraulic systems that allow the vehicle body to be lowered. This improves access for disabled and elderly passengers. Remember to return the mechanism to its traveling position before moving off. 98. You're driving a 6-wheel double-deck bus. What do you need to know about punctures on the rear tires? A. They are less likely to happen. B. They are more difficult to detect. C. They are more likely to happen. Or D. They are much easier to detect. The correct answer is B. They are more difficult to detect. Explanation. The handling of a 6-wheeled bus or coach is not much different from that of a 2-axle vehicle, except that punctures can be more difficult to detect. 99. You're driving on a dual carriageway. When would you use the near side mirror? A. After overtaking, to see whether it's safe to return to the left. B. To check that the driver's door is closed properly. C. To look for following traffic moving out to overtake. D. To see whether any passengers want the next bus stop. The correct answer is A. After overtaking, to see whether it's safe to return to the left. Explanation. Use your near side mirror when you're overtaking another vehicle. This is particularly important on dual carriageways or motorways, where it can take some distance to overtake safely. Look carefully to make sure you're far enough ahead and can safely return to the left lane. 100. Which authority has the power to impose conditions on a passenger carrying vehicle (PCV) operator's license? A. DVLA. B. DVSA. C. Highways England. Or D. The Traffic Commissioner. The correct answer is D. The Traffic Commissioner. Explanation. Traffic commissioners are responsible for administering the regulations governing a PCV operator's license. They can take disciplinary action against an operator who falls foul of the legal requirements. Thank you for watching. Please share and subscribe. I'll see you next video. Take care. Bye.